Welcome inside the Gridiron Now studios. I'm Amanda Borges here with Tony Smith. Let's get into some SEC fantasy football, starting with the Alabama-LSU game that was. Running back Leonard Fournette couldn't be very productive against Alabama's run defense. Tony, what went wrong?
19 carries for 31 yards. It's been well documented how much they struggled to get that running game going with the best running back in the country. Maybe the best offensive player in the entire country, Leonard Fournette, but couldn't get anything going. I was surprised when Brandon Harris made some plays in the first half of that game against Alabama to get them back tied at 10 apiece, and they still couldn't get anything going with Fournette in that game until very, very late, and still it wasn't much. Again, 19 for 31. So where does he go from here? Where's his confidence? They get Arkansas this weekend. Arkansas 28th against the run in the country, but they've only allowed less than 133 yards in one SEC contest this year to opponents on the ground, so it seems like Fournette and that LSU run game could get back on track. 21 rushing touchdowns is what Arkansas has given up this year, so certainly an opportunity this weekend.
The Texas A&M offense has struggled this season, and now, Tony, they're dealing with an injured quarterback.
They are. Kyler Murray left the game against Auburn this weekend after throwing 3 interceptions with some kind of injury. Coach Sumlin wouldn't say exactly what it was, but did say earlier this week that when Kyler Murray is healthy enough to be their quarterback again, he will be the starting quarterback for this team. The freshman is such a great dual threat option for this offense that he opens things up for the other things that they want to do there at Texas A&M. He's just really young right now, and you're having to deal with some of those growing pains when he is on the field, but he is a dynamic playmaking threat. Trey Carson remains a volume play inside that offense, though. He's a guy that's going to get 20, 25 carries every week. It's just waiting on Kyler Murray to come back and really give them that pop from the quarterback position they need.
All right, Tony, lay it all out for us. Give us a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver to start, and then ones to sit.
Sure. Joshua Dobbs at Tennessee is going to be my quarterback to start this week. He gets the opportunity to go up against one of the softest defenses in the country in North Texas. He is a dual threat quarterback. North Texas, 118th against the pass, 121st against the rush. They've only given up 2 passing touchdowns, but get this, 32 rushing touchdowns this season. North Texas has given up. Brandon Harris, the guy that I'm avoiding this weekend for LSU against Arkansas, and it's more of a reflection of how much I love Fournette this week and think that LSU is going to try to get him back on track this weekend and really feed him the ball, maybe 30, 35 touches when everything is said and done this weekend for Leonard Fournette against Arkansas. At the running back position, Kelvin Taylor going up against South Carolina on the road. South Carolina hasn't stopped anybody's running game all season long. I think the key to getting the Gators offense back on track after a really down weekend in the swamp last week against Vanderbilt is to get that run game going again. I think Kelvin Taylor is the beneficiary of that this weekend. Russell Hansborough at Missouri is the guy that I'm not going to play. There's a lot going on at that campus at Missouri, and I'm just not sure how the players are going to respond to everything that's going on. They're already in the middle of a really, really tough season there at Missouri, so I'm looking to avoid all Missouri Tigers this weekend. At wide receiver, Drew Morgan for Arkansas going up against LSU. This is playing the hot hand. He had 9 catches for 122 yards and 3 touchdowns last week against Ole Miss. I'm not sure that the LSU defense is all that much better or worse than what Ole Miss can throw at you in the secondary, but this is just playing the guy who's really, really hot right now. And the guy I'm sitting is Pharaoh Cooper just because of the matchup against that Florida Gators secondary. He's a really talented player, a playmaker who's been making plays throughout the entire season despite whatever quarterback problems have been going on at South Carolina, despite their issues trying to get that offense back on track. It's been better in the last 3 weeks offensively for South Carolina, but still not good enough that I like his matchup against Florida.
All right, well, great advice as always, Tony. For more on the SEC, check out gridironnow.com. We'll see you next time.